Hey guys, today we're going to walk you through the proper setup and execution of the Barbell Romanian Deadlift, also known as the RDL. So this exercise trains the posterior chain, which includes the hamstrings, glutes, back, but also train your grip as well. So to get set up, we are looking for 4 things. The grip will be an overhand grip. Your hands are going to be slightly outside of your hips. Your feet are going to be shoulder width apart, facing straight in front of you. Your shoulders are going to be retracted, providing stability in your upper back. And your head is going to be looking directly in front, keeping a neutral position throughout the entire rep. To initiate the movement, we want to see the weight shifting back. So shift your hips back. Your glutes are going to be behind your heels. So you're not going to be in line with it. What you actually want to do is be behind your heels. There's a soft knee bend. Your feet are going to be flat on the ground, but the pressure is going to be all on your heels. The bar is going to stay directly against my legs throughout the entire rep. My back's still flat, and my head is in line with my torso throughout the entire rep. So let's see what that looks like with some weight. So again, the first thing is the hip shifting back. Soft knee bend. Back staying flat, pressure in my heels, and the head is in line with the torso. Now, my range of motion is to my mid-shin. However, I have fairly good flexibility in my hamstrings and lower back. Now, this range of motion is determined solely by the flexibility and strength in those muscles, as well as the ability to maintain your neutral spine. So for those of you who may not be as flexible, you may get to a point where you feel tightness, and therefore your lower back starts rounding to finish out that motion. So you'll want to stop right before that back starts rounding. And that's okay if this is all that you have in your range of motion. You will get stronger, and your flexibility can increase through training. Now, on the flip side, if you're extremely flexible and can go all the way down without losing that neutral spine, it's not a flexibility contest. What you'll do is you'll come down right before, or you'll only come down to where your shoulders are slightly above your glutes, and that will be the end of your range of motion. So up until this point, we've taken you through the basics of the Romanian deadlift. Now, there have been a couple things that I've been doing internally that you can't see from the outside looking in. Well, that's what we'll call intention. So the brain's intent throughout the exercise. The first one, when you're standing, I want you to actively push out each side against the floor. So this crack here, I'm going to actually try to spread it apart with my legs. So during the rep, you'll be forcing your legs out on the way up and down. This is going to activate the glutes and the hamstrings, taking some pressure off of your lower back. When you're at the bottom, and when you think about pushing the ground away from you to finish your rep, what we don't want to see is leading with the chin, pulling up with the arms, and letting the lower back take over to do the rep. So again, at the bottom, drive your feet into the ground. You're really going to want to push off and push and finish. So again, feet stable, push into the ground. So I'm going to walk you through some things that we see wrong. The first one is people initiating the movement with a knee bend. So if you can see, I'm sitting down into it like a squat. The bar has to travel around my knee to get to my shin. Again, what we want is the weight shifted back to be able to get around. The second thing is people try to attempt reps outside of their range of motion. So they'll be good neutral spine, and then they'll hit a spot where they go around it. So as soon as you hit that spot, that is all that your range of motion allows. So keep that neutral spine throughout the entire rep. The next thing is sometimes the bar will travel away from the body. When that's the case, that's creating excessive pressure on your lumbar spine. So we want to make sure that the bar stays directly on your body the entire time. The last one is just make sure that you're constantly pushing, trying to separate the floor throughout the entire reps. Remember, we're trying to train our glutes and our hamstrings. We want to initiate those throughout the entire rep by spreading the floor apart. So that was the execution and setup of the Romanian deadlift. Feel free to give those a go next time at the gym.